in my opinion, SEOs are not going to out of business in next like 3 to 5 years. This is just my assumption based on my past 6 years experience. So in my opinion, affiliates are going to be out of the business really soon if they don't, understand these things like serving their audience really well or defining it at least.
I'm John Wright, and you're listening to Affiliate BI, the business intelligence and affiliate marketing podcast brought to you by StatsJohn. Welcome to the Affiliate BI podcast. Today we're chatting with Umar Faizan, who is the founder of Growth Winner. And I know he's the real deal because Mad Singers recommended him. And I'm going through Umar's YouTube content and LinkedIn content to come up with questions to ask him. I've got a lot of notes here, but I'm spending a lot more time studying and learning. So let's just jump right into it. Umar, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me, John. Thank you so much.
So I want to start by playing a game called Follow the SEO Money. And I wanted to ask you, what niches or channels do you know that SEOs are making good money from?
Honestly speaking, I don't work in that domain, but uh, most richest SEOs that I've ever seen are in iGaming, or you can say gambling. But since I don't do that, but I would recommend going for like finance niche. There's a lot of money to be made, and then insurance kind of things. So I think like there is a lot of money to be made in SEO, no matter what the niche is. Uh, these days, I go for audience rather than targeting the niche. So, for example, I'm gonna target podcasters for my website, whether it's the affiliate one, whether I'm selling some e-commerce products for podcasters or anything like that. But I'm gonna target the audience rather than targeting a niche. So I have stopped doing like the niche research or anything like that. But I'm really digging down on the audience thing, like where is the gap in the market and where I can target it. So honestly speaking, when you are directly connected with your audience, and I always say this, you don't really own the SEO traffic. And when you own your SEO traffic, for example, in the form of email list, you can tell them whatever you want, right? In the form of digital products, in the form of e-commerce product, in the form of leads, doesn't matter if it's low ticket, high ticket, whatever it is. So that's really the answer. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I was going through some of your content and I saw something that talked about like Amazon, like people that do Amazon SEO as being
Mm.
making like, good money. So I'm guessing there's, like you said, there's different niches in product, but then I think there's also different types of SEO. Like we have some that they specialize in link building, in digital PR. And I saw this one with Amazon that you posted and it just kind of threw me off. I'm like, well, of course, Amazon's a thing that you would try to rank for, and it goes without
Mhm.
saying, there's even like trying to rank apps like with ASO and, these things
Mhm.
are just
Mhm.
different.
Mhm. So, in my opinion, like whenever someone says I am an SEO, always ask them on which platform or where they do SEO, right? So we have YouTube SEO, Amazon SEO, and what most of us guys do is just Google SEO, right? We optimize the websites for Google search engine, right? And then if we are doing it for like Yahoo or Bing or anything like that, it's perfectly optimized ultimately, right? So with the Amazon thing that you recommended, it's very, very powerful since the compared cost of PPC on Amazon is so much high. So, for example, if you have got a product of, let's say, like it's $5,000 or anything like that, and even if it's like $1,000 plus, it's a high ticket product. And if you're doing SEO and generating sales for that business just through SEO, they don't have to spend on PPC. And Amazon algorithm is not that shit. I'm sorry for the words, but again, like just like Google, right? So there are no like not a lot of crazy updates happening every single second and every single day. I know, I get it, like there are a lot of updates on Amazon as well, but it's not like Google, so it's kind of more stable in my opinion. So that's really the thing. So if someone says like I'm an SEO, ask them like, do you do YouTube SEO or Google SEO or do you do Amazon SEO? So in my opinion, like Amazon SEO consultants are highly paid as well. And I have heard one of my friend who is Amazon SEO consultant, he makes a lot of money, So that's really the thing. Like if Google is dead tomorrow, no problem at all. You know the basics of SEO. You know everything, like from the title tags to, building the links and so on and so forth. So you really understand what search engine optimization is. So go ahead and explore other platforms where you can do SEO for it, like Pinterest as well. All right. So Pinterest works really, really well for niches where images are very much promoted. So
That's interesting. So I guess it's kind of like there's a bunch of things at play because you talked about audience, and maybe for you it seems obvious that you start with the audience and then you're like, well, we're going after the audience. Where does the audience live? And I find taking this to the affiliate side, I think a lot of affiliates, they don't really think about where their audience lives. They just think, well, I'm going after Google because it's the biggest market share. But I think people are leaving things like YouTube, like podcasts, maybe even like Amazon. It's like, what kind of products could you inject in Amazon? And I think the easiest one anyone can think about is a book. But at the same time, you can still inject your podcast into Amazon. So, do you think that there's going to be a lot of SEOs that are going to be out of business because if Google keeps changing the way it is and SEOs don't really change how they target their own customers? Like, I believe people like you are going to be gaining more business, but I'm wondering if there's a pile of SEO people out there that are going to suffer and affiliates are going to suffer because they have the wrong mindset on audience.
yeah. So in my opinion, SEOs are not going to out of business in next like 3 to 5 years. This is just my assumption based on my past 6 years experience. So in my opinion, affiliates are going to be out of the business really soon if they don't, understand these things like serving their audience really well or defining it at least, right? So as you said, like they don't really know who their audience is. So that's their main reason they can't crank out the content that really speaks to their audience. I'm not talking about that shit. Okay, right, the most helpful content on the earth and so on and so forth, right? You are at the end of the day, you are optimizing your website for search engine, right? If the content is really optimized, but it's not really serving your target audience, if they are not enjoying your content, you're not really building a connection with them. So this is the rule that I follow while creating the content is really, really creating it for one person in my audience, right? So when I'm writing it for one person, that means there are thousands of people or even millions of people like that one person, and I'm solving that problem for them. This is the number one thing. The second thing is with the affiliate stuff, when you don't leverage YouTube and other stuffs like that, at the end of the day, my goal is to increase the value of my business. I'm not chasing like after affiliate commissions and just like that, right? So how you can increase the value of your business is adding multiple revenue streams as well as the multiple traffic sources, or being a marketer, I call it like where you can get more and more attention span and where you can, just acquire that attention. And nowadays, it's really the currency, in my opinion. So that's really the thing.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because I recorded Julian Goldie not long ago, and I started asking him about this idea about having YouTube videos that might not have a lot of views, but actually have sales behind it. And he said what he likes about YouTube is that it's got like a high engagement rate or the ability to sell something's a lot easier. So he said even if you've got a video with like 1 or 200 views, he's like, I don't care. What he cares
Yeah.
about is like knowing that it actually delivers real traffic. And I'm wondering if affiliates are kind of stuck in this mindset that more traffic is what they need, but they're not focusing on more quality traffic or converting their quality traffic or even converting their traffic. It's like, I just think because they've made so much money in the past that they're not really willing to change or they need a shakeup for them to realize, hey, you either have to adapt, understand your audience, or move out of the way.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, like with these engagement metrics and stuff like this, if you have got a video for, let's say, like 1,000 views and you are getting like 1% conversion, like very little conversion out of, like, you're getting customers out of it. But if you have got like 100K, a video with 100K views, and you are getting like 10% conversion, that, like, I'm not doing the maths in my mind, but again, that doesn't matter. Like, if you are not making money out of it, I'm sorry. So if you are not making money out of it, uh, so I think like the views and the engagement, that doesn't really matter at all at the end of the day. So with the Julian stuff, uh, If it doesn't help you, and if especially if you are into the lead gen affiliate stuff, and you are selling the services or anything like that, being an affiliate marketer, it really helps you to build your authority in the form of like YouTube videos and stuff like that. I'm going to give you example of Craig here, Craig Campbell. So for example, if he's an affiliate with your company, uh, like you sell affiliate software, but let's say he's an affiliate with you, so he has got a really good like following on YouTube, Instagram, and platforms like these. That really helps build him authority in the prospect's mind. Like this guy has got really good following, he's an influencer. Like people are gonna listen to him when he's speaking, right? So for example, if I'm speaking beside him and let's say I don't have that much influence that Craig has, so people are gonna listen to him Craig first. That's just the psychology. That's not just the problem that I'm not famous or anything like that. That's the power of influence, in my opinion. So that's really the thing.
Which at some point in time, when Craig associates with you, then people would be like, okay, well, if I can trust Craig, then I can trust Umar.
Yeah, 100% yes. I agree. Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So I got a branding question, which I think you probably know the answer to. So I know you were going through my YouTube channel and you corrected one of my links because, we shared
Sure.
a document. And I've been posting most of my stuff on my company's YouTube channel. And I think with you, you publish most of your stuff on your personal. So I have content that's mostly created by me. I have content that can be created by my company. Do you think I should split up my content from my personal versus YouTube and build both channels in parallel?
Yeah. So, like, this is how I would do it if I'm at your place. Honestly speaking, people really love talking people, not the businesses itself, right? And this is not the quotation from a motivational speaker. And this is what I experienced personally. I have been posting on my, I posted around like one post per day for like 1 year on my LinkedIn, you know, my company page, as well as on my Facebook company page. I only got like one like or two likes per day and no conversion at all. Like literally zero conversion. By conversions, I mean clients. So when I started posting on my, my personal Facebook profile, personal LinkedIn profile, I really started getting engagement there, and people really started asking questions, there. So with the companies and with the personal profile, what happens is when we see any post from a company, we just scroll up. That's it.
Yeah.
Like we really have the idea, oh, okay, it will be somewhere around like they must be selling some stuff, or they are, after my money. This is just, in our subconscious mind. This is not happening real time, but this is somewhere in our mind. Like this is just to sell the stuff. That's it. Whenever they see the company, unless it's from like, for example, Nike, Apple, or globally recognized brand, since they really love those brands, they really have association with those brands. But we don't have brands like them, and not going to talk about that shit. Like build a brand and just like be Apple and Nike. We're not going to do that. Like, we don't have much investments and that resources. But again, at the personal level, I would recommend, like highly recommend doing it with your personal uh, profile on your socials, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn. And last recommendation is, if you are starting with the Facebook, I would highly recommend you, and that was little bit my mistake as well, is going with the Facebook page with your name rather than a Facebook profile. Because with Facebook profile, you have your friends in there, like SEO friend. And when you're posting your stuff, uh, they don't really want to learn from you. For example, I have friends like Matt Diggity, Kyle Roof, Jason, as well as like all big guys in the game. So they don't really want to listen to the stuff or always reading the post. They can give the like or comment to increase the reach or anything like that, but they are not in the learning mode there. So if you have your Facebook page, only those people are going to like it that really want to listen to your content, that really want to read your content. And the second benefit is you can ultimately outsource it to a VA or anyone. Like you can give access to your Facebook page when someone when your personal brand is growing, or you just want someone else to manage it. Since I'm a big fan of SOPs and workflows and stuff like that, so That's why I'm recommending that. So that's really it. Yeah.
Yeah. Going back to branding and I'm mixing up the words. It's like, just having your own authority. It's I understand this to be true in the sense that, when I started going harder on LinkedIn the past 2 years, I did LinkedIn and I did my company stuff. And I follow a lot of LinkedIn influencers that basically educate people on how to actually grow your LinkedIn profile. And the theme was common. It was basically like focus on your personal brand than the company. Cause like what you said, I think is a realization of their recommendation, which is, subconsciously, if I post something on my company profile, it's going to get minimal likes. And I already know the engagement is weak. And it's like you said, people are
Mhm.
like, it's weird. It's like they'd rather buy from me as the person than from the company pushing them. And,
Yes.
I just think there's some power in that, like in trying to relay that to authority. Because it relate not to authority, to affiliates, because affiliates are trying to like, I've seen a lot of them do sites without any authority. There's no person behind it. When they're writing content, they're not saying, "Here's the author, and this is why the author is experienced in that niche." And I'm thinking you're onto something where people that own businesses need to build up their own personal brand because it's like
Mhm.
your brand is your following, and they're ready to buy from you at any given moment.
Mhm. And the second thing with is with our subconscious mind as well. And I'm not a psychology expert, so I'm sorry if any advice is wrong. But again, listen to me. So the point is, when you are creating any post or any content with your for your company page, whether it's on LinkedIn, YouTube, anywhere, right? So like somewhere in your mind is just like I should create something that can help me sell my products, sell my services, sell my consulting and stuff like that. You are not really, thinking about people there. You are really thinking about your own company here. Like what the formula that I follow is just, just like four valuable posts or any posts that are not about selling, and in the fifth spot I can just add a little bit of that. Hey, I sell this stuff, so if you want to buy it, go ahead and buy from this link. That's it, right? But when you are creating the posts or the content for your LinkedIn, for your YouTube stuff at your company page, you are really into the stuff like how I can introduce my product, how I can introduce my services or anything like that, and people don't really love it since you are not really thinking about them and creating the uh, content about them. You are really creating it for yourself, and it doesn't help in my opinion. So for example, I have a really good example here. Julian Goldie started another business for just focusing on the agency owner, and he created a new YouTube channel for that, and he named it Julian Goldie Agency. He didn't name it like agency mastermind stuff, agency scalers, or anything like that. He named it Julian Goldie Agency, right? So people are going to recognize that, okay, this is the agency business of Julian Goldie, and we know Julian Goldie as well, and here is the business. And if they want to buy it, they can just go ahead and talk to Julian Goldie or book a call or anything like that. That's really the difference here.
Yeah, that's good branding. So I'm going to take a step back again because I think what you said actually might have a total application in affiliate marketing. And you said creating content that's not always selling. So it's like you do a post and it's not selling. You do another post and you're just giving value. And then on the fourth or fifth one, you say, okay, I'm gonna. By the way, I sell this. I'm wondering if this needs to apply to the old school content, not video, not social, but blog posts where it's like,
Mhm.
okay, how can I have a blog post? And I think a lot of affiliate sites, especially ones that are probably getting destroyed right now, where you go to a site and it just got too many ads. It's like you're selling me too hard and I'm getting tired of it. I'm thinking that maybe this needs to be applied where rather than having calls to action to take you outside, it's kind of like,
Yeah,
look, if you
yeah.
want to learn more, go. So would you say that this is going to be the new affiliate marketing moving forward?
Um, like honestly speaking, with the stuff that you just said, it's more of like the framework that says give, 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 and then ask. So
Right.
that's really a framework. And to answer your question, uh, when I used to create Amazon affiliate website, I did a lot of them in my career. So uh, what my strategy was is like most of affiliates, what they do is just go ahead and push out, let's say 40-50% commercial content, like the best type versus or product reviews and stuff like that. My strategy was to just pick 20 golden, commercial topics that I really want to rank, right? So they are having really good volume. And if I can rank those, keywords on first three positions, I can really make good money. I don't go after like 40, 50 posts. Like out of 100 posts, I'm, having that assumption. And then what I did was just create 80 posts around those 20 articles, like the 80 informational ones. Like it could be guiding about those products, it could be guiding about the whole article, or if they have any problem, like the settings, or if they are facing any issue with that. So we really create the informational content around those 20 topics. It really helps with internal linking. It really helps with, building the authority just on those topics. That's it. So it's not really, difficult in my opinion. And it's just 20 topics in the end, and you are not a typical affiliate website. You are really, uh, presenting as a business, right? So and one thing that was another game changer is really adding subs- CTA for my newsletter, right? So it was in the header of the website. So it's like just asking them like, hey, we have got XYZ, stuff for free at all. The only currency that you are going to give us is just your email. That's it. And
Really?
that was really something valuable for the audience. And I'm going to give you an example of valuable stuff. So, for example, photographers need uh, alerts or the editing, presets for their editing. So, if you're going to give them for free, if you have got an affiliate website in photography niche, they are going to really value it. They are really going to download those presets. So, something like that. Not, you know, checklist or templates. Everyone hates it. So, just understand that.
Okay. Now, I don't even know if we're going to get to any of our questions because we're going down really interesting rabbit holes. What
Mhm.
would you say, like, if it's a good idea to capture someone's email because you want to own your own audience, what do you think about first party data where you capture a bit more? And I kind of got like a question that, like, I'm just throwing it your way. Because what I'm hearing in the B2B space is that the old school way of creating a PDF that you download and capturing a lead form is not good because you want to be very intentional. Now, what would you say about going, how do you take a step forward where you're capturing maybe more than just the email? So you have like first party data that you can say, well, I'm pretty sure I know the answer is like, you got to really earn it. It can't be just another cookie cutter PDF download that, people are just going to give you fake information and say, yeah, just give me the download.
Mhm. So, I have a really, really good solution, and I implemented it myself as well. Is just getting them into the funnel for like 5 days or let's say a week. Like it could be a mini course. For example, I'm gonna following the photography example. You're not gonna give them those presets right away so that they can enter their fake information and download it. So what you're gonna do is create a mini 5 day course, right? And you're gonna ask them like you will email them every single day. So now they really have to give you their email or personal email, right?
Yeah.
So could be anything other than presets or anything like that. But that was just an example. I'm asking, like I'm telling you, to have a really valuable thing. You can just go ahead and ask ChatGPT as well. You don't have to come up with new, unique ideas. Just ask your audience set, explain your audience set, explain everything to ChatGPT and ask about the ideas that you can promote your audience. That's it. That's not really a difficult thing in my opinion. So it's really a 5 day mini course and you are really having conversation with them. And in every single email, you're asking them, hey, please reply to this email if you have any questions or anything like that. So they are really going to start engaging with you. And what happens at the end of the day? Now they are engaging with you. Now you have their personal emails or at least their corporate emails like omar@growthwinner.com or anything like that. So uh, at the end of the day, when you are, putting out your sales post to earn money from them, they are really gonna, buy
Yeah.
every shit out there, whatever you are promoting. So that's really the thing.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that as an answer, but I had the feeling that you would have a good answer. And this was, yeah, I put a note here to come back and I'm gonna listen to this and see how I can integrate that into what we're doing.
Sure, sure.
So I'm gonna get back to some of the actual questions I wrote. And so one of them is like, how would you rank or do SEO for, let's say, YouTube?
Uh-huh. So with the YouTube stuff, it's really the power of your topic that you select. So one mistake that I did earlier, and I'm right now I'm early, in early stages of my YouTube. I'm not the influencer out there, so I'm just getting started and stuff like that. I've got like 1,000 or something subscribers. But again, listen to me. It's really the stuff. For example, the really power is in the title. Sorry, in the topic that you select. And why I'm saying that is, uh, if you see my uh, early videos, like they're really like 7 months old, I was creating the content that I like, right? So those were not really the keyword focused or topic focused what people are searching. But if you check out my most viewed video right now, it's really around the keyword, like how to do website audit, right? So my manager searched that, and he was like, Umar, you are creating the content in that is that is of your interest, not your audience interest. So you should really go for the topics that people are searching for, just like you do with your affiliate websites, right? So right now you were creating the content for your Facebook friends, those who want to listen to you, those who want to know your thoughts on, like, for example, how you do XYZ. But right now, if we are focusing on YouTube, we should really, go after the topics that people are searching for. I will give you an example with the ChatGPT stuff. Like if you put anything around ChatGPT right now, it's gonna, explode. People are just wanna consume every single thing when it comes to ChatGPT, right? So if you've got a channel in the marketing space, just go ahead and create something around ChatGPT and how you can integrate it. And like this is the stuff that I'm doing currently as well. For I'm creating a full blown like series on how to create the content that actually ranks with the help of ChatGPT. And it's like it takes around 1.5 hours to create the highly optimized article, and it's just through ChatGPT. So and it's backed by case studies and results. So nothing like okay, the cookie cutter approach or anything like that. So
Got it.
yeah.
Now, the next question would be, let's ask the same question, but how would you rank a book, whether it's on Amazon or maybe it's just a book that can go on multiple book platforms?
Um, Honestly speaking, I haven't worked with any client in the, who is the author. But I have friends who are working in those niches, like with really big influencers. So what they do is basically they talk about the subject of the book. So the book is really here is the offer that they want to sell on the website, right? So for example, if we have a book with that's around psychology, that's around maybe like any other subject out there. I'm talking about subject, not the topic here, right?
Right.
So you are really targeting that subject, and in under that subject, you are really targeting those topics and subtopics. So when the audience comes in, now with the SEO, you really have the refined audience, since you're going to get the audience that the keywords that you're targeting, right? So once you have the audience on your website, you can sell that book to them. So you can't really, unless you have the keyword in the book name. So you can't
Yeah.
really rank for the book name. Like I have a friend, Jason Hennessy. So he has got a law firm SEO. That one as well, like honest SEO.
There it is.
So like he like they do a lot of like SEO for and digital marketing for law firms, stuff like that. So he wrote a book and named it Law Firm SEO. So
Brilliant.
he ranked it like, I guess, fifth position. I'm not sure about it, but on fifth position for law firm SEO. And that was Parasite SEO before it really took off. So he published the book on Amazon and ranked that keyword for Amazon. So that's a really brilliant strategy, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, it
But
goes
you
without
can't do it with the psychology or any other subject. But it's just the exception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it goes without saying, I mean, the brilliant idea about what Jason did there was that he took a keyword and he's like, I can rank like almost not 1 through 10, but he's gonna have a chance to get like 1, 3, 4, 4, 5, 8, like just by creating a topic that I know it's super niche, but I think a book is what stands out. And then, someone that writes an article about a book that's in some sort of authoritative article or news feed. These things are going to rank, in my opinion.
Yeah, at the end of the day, in my opinion, it's really the thing to becoming an authority in your audience mind. Like we are always talking how to become an authority on Google. Like I sell a lot of links, right?
Yeah,
So the point is like we are always talking about like how to become an authority on Google, increase the DR, blah blah blah. But again, if you can become the authority in your audience mind, you're not going to build the business in the longer run.
Right.
That's just my opinion, right? So with the law firm, for example, you have that book as a low ticket offer. Let's say you are selling it for $35 or something, and now you have really the audience that did the transaction with you, and you can sell whatever you want. For example, you have got a mental health course, or you have got a mental health coach. So you're gonna pass that leads to that mental health coach. Okay, hey, you bought that book, and if you need any help with, I'm talking about the psychology book, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
yeah, so if you need any help with, like, if you're facing any mental health issues or stuff like that, and we can really help you with it. And those are really high ticket leads. These are not like uh, $500 or $200 kind of stuff. So you can really sell that stuff for very high, very high price. And with the law firm SEO, it's really the case. So for example, Jason didn't do that. You can write the book. uh, You will not sound expert, but again, I'm just giving an example. And
Yes.
you are now passing the leads to Jason. Now imagine that. Like, that guy has got a really good company. Like, they are doing million revenue. So you are now passing that leads to Jason. If that was not Jason's idea at first, it was your idea.
Yeah. Maybe there's another subtopic about using books for affiliate marketing. But like I said, I know you're not the book expert, but I know you're pretty tuned in when it comes to audience. So I want to basically use my personal example of we thought about creating a book on Amazon and we're like, okay, what are the topics? Affiliate marketing, in my opinion, is too generic. So there's kind of like, well, it could be specific, but if it's too specific, it might go too far. So then I thought about maybe it could be offers or affiliate program or affiliate program database, but I think that's maybe too keyword and it's not really insightful. And then there's the secondary part, which is me wanting to build my personal brand and become a trusted source of knowledge in affiliate marketing. So knowing that everything's on the table, what would you say that we could consider, or what would you say I should consider for a book topic, or um, maybe like some ideas for targeting, this industry?
Okay, so like, if I were at your place, what I would do is go ahead with industries, in my opinion. For example, uh, like how you can do the affiliate marketing just for with the e-commerce offers. That's it. But that's one industry.
Right.
For, like, that will be wrong example, but iGaming. Like, when you are targeting the industry, you're really getting that audience into your funnel. You're not getting the generic audience. You're really getting the high quality audience in your funnel. Number one, and secondly, when you're gonna write the book or write, about this topic, you will really have subtopics for that. Now, you are not generic. This strategy or framework is called hitting the bull's eye. So you are not too broad or you are not too narrow, but you are really at the place, like, that you want to target to get that traction. So that's really the thing. Like, going for the industries, whether it's for, like, when we talk about SaaS, like, there are a lot of people, like, I don't know a lot of people that do, SaaS affiliate marketing, uh, you know, or e-commerce affiliate. Like, a lot of people has got really good e-commerce stores. I'm not talking about SEO stuff, but they sell through paid ads or anything. They're always looking for leads. Like, so they,
Yes.
they don't have to pay for ads. So what you can educate them is how you can pitch those, uh, website owners or product owners to sell those products for them using affiliate marketing. So that's really the thing.
Yeah, makes sense because we actually have categories for SaaS affiliate programs, SEO affiliate programs, and it's not just iGaming. Like that's where we started
Mhm.
from, but I actually had that same idea, and that's actually what you recommended, which was go niche. And I thought it might have been a little cheap or cheesy to do like a book. So, for example, here's a keyword I want to target: casino affiliate programs. It's very competitive, but I figured if we did something like a book, we'd be able to cut through the noise. Like one of the articles that I'm competing against is two from Matt Diggity. That's not easy to take. And I think we're close to beating him on one of the rankings. So I actually thought,
Mhm.
doing the books could have been interesting, but then we're covering a lot of books because then it's like casino, sports betting, bingo, but it could be iGaming. And then there's, like you said, There's SEO. Like SEO as a topic is like it's pretty broad. Like SEO affiliate
Mhm.
programs, there's lots because there's courses, SEO tools, SEO agencies. Like a lot of them have affiliate programs.
So I think like we really have to count the intent behind searching for that. Since if I'm searching for, let's say, SEO affiliate programs, I'm not really looking for book, right, to read a
Yeah.
book. But if I'm searching for like SaaS affiliate marketing or SaaS affiliate offers or anything like that, I'm really seeking something in the compiled form that someone has done the work for me, and I just really just go ahead and buy it or just read it. It can be a blog post, but I'm looking for a compiled information or compiled knowledge there. So when you are when you talk about the niching down for the book, in my opinion, it should really be like, does it sound like a book or not? Or is it just a keyword that someone
Yeah.
is expecting? So intent is mainly the thing here, in my opinion. So
I agree. I think if we did like SaaS affiliate programs as a book, it'd be like, it sounds like sales. I think the people
yeah.
I think the people that would click through it would be people who'd be like, I want to get in this book, which is not
Yeah.
very helpful. So I went through your one of your LinkedIn posts and I found something that, like, again, it caught my eye, distracted the hell out of me. It was with Google Search Console, and it was about, I think, finding pages that don't have a lot of internal links. And it was super simple. And I was like, first time I've ever done this. What are
Yeah.
other like powerful things that you can do with Search Console? Because what I've heard from a lot of SEOs is that Search Console can be like the only tool you can live with, and it's very powerful. So what are some tips? And I don't know why people are overlooking Search Console.
Yeah. So Search Console is really, really a gold mine. I can't really stress on that when it comes to data, right? So when you are making any decision, taking any decision with your business, with your website or anything like that, it must be based on data, not assumptions. So Google Search Console has all of the data that you need. People are asking like, hey, can you recommend like free SEO tools or anything like that? I'm like, dude, have you really explored GSE yet? So with the stuff that you're asking for GSE, in my opinion, going with like learning regex a little bit and playing with that can be really really helpful to find the untapped opportunities within your search console. Like for example, you can see what people are searching about your brand, in which keywords your brand is mentioned, like what are some of the WH keywords that you target that brought in, like, let's say, most impressions or clicks or something like that. And you can play with the filters of clicks and impressions as well, and so on and so forth. And I'm just talking about one filter here, that displays besides the last 20 days 28 days report. So just if you can just learn a little bit of regex, you can do wonders with the data for the keywords here. So yeah,
I'm gonna spend some time learning it because I've seen it over and over
it's
again.
not difficult, and I'm going to give you a tip here. Go ahead, ask ChatGPT, explain your problem, like what you want to do, or just ask for the ideas that I just explained, right? So, what are some of the ideas that I want to play, that I want to learn regex as well as play with the Google Search Console data? So, what you can do here is, and once ChatGPT suggests you some, give you any suggestions, you can re-ask, like, hey, I want to write the regex for this stuff, so please write the regex for me, and it will write the whole regex thing for you. So that's really powerful.
Thank you so much for that. No one else is listening. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
So you said you sell a lot of links, and we know that in the background, people are getting decimated with Google dumping affiliate sites upside down. What would you say is either the new link building or what's like an evergreen link building strategy, or what kind of links are you building that you recommend people need to focus on and cut away from the garbage spam stuff?
Yeah. So, uh, honestly speaking, like we do a lot of high quality guest posts, and when I say high quality, I mean it. Like it's really from the websites with like really good traffic graphs, like traffic, and the real DR, not the manipulated one. Uh, and the second thing is that I would highly recommend is focusing on linkable assets, like building the content in a way that you can rank that content, promote that content, and ultimately get those links going on. And the evergreen strategy is, again, honestly speaking, it's guest post. Like it's been working for like last 12 years or 14 years now. So, and it's working for a reason. Like Google can easily track linkage searches. Google can easily track guest posts, right? So, but they are not taking action on it. That's for a reason, right? Since it's in the DNA of Google to base their algorithm on links, right? So they can't really get out of it, like ranking the websites not because of links. It's in their DNA that they should consider who are the websites that are linking to that target website. So if we talk about the future of it, it like it's safe in my opinion. Like for the next 3 years or so, links are not going anywhere unless Google exists. So I'm talking about, by the way, page rank here. If you want to learn more about it, so
Right. So here's one of my examples. I had someone that published an article that used like a small data set from our company, StatsDrone, and it generated, I think, like 10 or 15 or 20 articles.
GPR, yeah.
Yeah. So only a couple of them linked out. And I had a lot of SEO saying you should chase down all those sites that didn't link. Now, should we always do that? Or is it okay to have like a lot of brand mentions where there's no link?
With this AI stuff going on, I think unlinked brand mentions equals to brand mentions.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not really like you should really have all of those, links pointing to you where your brand is mentioned. So if you have like a couple of them where they are not linking to you, no problem at all. You
Right.
have got your brand name there, unless it's just like any exact match domain. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about. So, so I'm talking about, like, we are talking about brand mentions, like the real brand for the real brands. Uh, so that is one thing. And if they are not linking to you, try running some Google ads for that. And I don't really share these secrets over the podcast or stuff, but again, I'm more than happy to share it. So if you have created like a statistical page, and just try to run some Facebook ads for some days, like journalists or those people who link to those content are really in a hurry. So they just really want to link out to the stuff that is out there on the top. So unless it's in the marketing niche, just be aware about it. Uh, because we as marketers don't really click on ads, right? So we really are looking for the organic results. But if we talk about like in the construction industry or anywhere where there is not more of like like tech knowledge, uh, like knowledge of technology.
Right.
That's what I mean. So you can really create the statistical content and try running some Google ads, and you will get some links out of it. And you will really notice in Ahrefs, like the exact URL contains your Google, GTM or the whole URL
Right.
there. So yeah.
Very good point. So we're running towards the end, and I want to ask the last question, which is, what do you see of the future of affiliate marketing as it intersects
Mhm.
with business intelligence?
Uh, I think I have answered this question a little bit earlier, but affiliate marketing will be there, you know, until businesses exist. It's not going anywhere. If if you just think about affiliate marketing outside SEO, it's just you are generating leads for a business, and you're getting commission out of it. And business runs on sales. It's just the oxygen of any business out there, right? So whether you talk about any tech business, construction, machinery, whatever it is, like business runs on sales, and that's it. And you are helping them selling those leads. Like, I'm not talking about SEO, just like only SEO. You can think about SEO is just the way to get the traffic. You can just change your way to get the traffic. Affiliate marketing is not going anywhere. But anytime, any day, I would prefer my own products when it comes to affiliate marketing, or like choosing between my own product or affiliate marketing. I would choose my own product, since maybe it's just due to my personality type. But again, with owning your own products, you have to really source the thing, invest in resources and stuff like that. But with affiliate marketing, you're just like, okay, here are 5 leads. That's it. You
Yeah.
don't have to do anything, right? Your focus is really, just generating those leads for that business. So until the business exists, affiliate marketing is not going to dead. That's just my 2 cents. So
I agree. So I think to summarize this whole podcast, I mean, we went down a lot of rabbit holes, but I mean, it really comes full circle back to audience. It sounds like a basic concept, but I think in SEO and affiliate marketing and e-commerce, people are focused more on the end result, the sale itself, but they're not going, well, you got to start with the audience. And it's kind of funny that when you break down these basic principles, it's obvious. It's everything's in front of you. But I guess that's just the world we live in.
That's why I you know, said this earlier in my podcast. Like, focus on how you can target an audience segment. Like, maybe you can target three audience segments, not one, but focus on how you can target audience segments, not on niche based on the keywords, right? So when you have, like, when you're focusing on audience target, audience segment, you are calculating the total addressable market and stuff like that, where you're thinking more being a marketer rather than an SEO.
Right.
So when you are talking about niche research, keyword research, or anything like that, you're totally focusing on, talking like an SEO rather than a marketer. So, and you can notice here, I'm basing my decision on data with both approaches. So,
Right. Makes sense. Umar, thank you so much for doing this. I'll include the links in the show notes, but let us know how people can get a hold of you.
yeah, for sure. You can follow me on Facebook. I'm very active on my Facebook profile, whether on LinkedIn as well. And go ahead and subscribe my YouTube channel as well. So that's my number one tip for this podcast. So you can, if you are more of the email person, my email is umar@growthwinner.com, GROWT8 WINNER.com. So it's umar@growthwinner.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for tuning in to the Affiliate BI podcast. I'd like to take this time to ask for a small favor to leave a rating and review wherever you listen to your podcast. That helps us expand our reach to rank higher in podcast directories and reach more listeners.